Hello again, it's Noob, and today we get to look at a brand new pick set from Multipick. This is the Multipick Elite Beginner pick set, 13 pieces, not including the case, and this is a collaboration between Christina Palmer and Multipick. In fact, Multipick sent me 3 kits to review for them, not paid reviews or anything like that, it's not an ad. And all 3 are collaborations between Multipick and Christina Palmer. If you don't know who Christina Palmer is, then I'll leave a link below to an interview she did with Lockpick Extreme. It's really good reading. Christina Palmer has contributed a huge amount to lockpicking and locksport through her design work, and a really fascinating and interesting person who I've got a lot of respect for. So yeah, while we're on full disclosure, whilst this isn't a paid ad, and these kits were, however, supplied to me by Multipick, I've also collaborated, like Christina has, with Multipick on various projects, although I receive no money from sales of any equipment that you buy from Multipick, so you can do with that information as you will. Just know that whatever you choose to buy, I won't get a cut of any of those profits. Right, that being said, I think we should just crack on and have a look at what pick profiles we got, what the tension tools are like, do some demo picking, and then conclude what we find. So first up, let's go straight to the case. Nobody really cares about cases that much, but do you know what? I do. Especially when these are made of such good quality leather, double stitching where you need it. The finish on this is beautiful. Yes, it's a small little leather case, but it's a really, really nice one, so I've got a lot of time for that. You then get 7 different pick profiles, and you get 6 tension tools. Now, this is really good ratio between picks and tension tools. People think that picks are the most important thing, and in many ways they are, but you can't pick a lock without the right tension, and having a good selection of tension tools, I think, is really essential. Let's have a look at this. So a lot of kits in a lot of different sets have this sort of profile. Some call it a reach profile, this one is a curve, and this one is like a spoon. And these, I think, are designed to go, so if you've set some low set pins, you just need to reach around to the back and the bitting isn't too extreme, this kind of profile can be useful. I don't use this profile particularly myself, but it's in enough kits for me to believe that these sorts of curved reach picks are popular amongst pickers. I would probably use it as a bit of a probe. There's nothing wrong with that, because I really like having probes in lockpick kits. It'd also be quite a good shallow pick in small locks as well, I imagine. Next up, we've got an excellent half diamond profile, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's great at scrubbing, picking. It's like the original hybrid pick. You can sort of rake with it, you can pick with it. You can even, in extremis, use it as a dimple flag. These things are really good, and very popular amongst pickers. Then we have the hooks. I'll try to take all of those out at the same time. So we have a short, a medium, and a relatively deep. It's not like a super deep hook, but it's quite deep. And you can see there, and I think that this is exactly what you'd want in a beginner's kit. Look at these. So, you know, and what's nice is, I don't know whether you can tell on this deep hook here, but it's slightly, get the focus there, slightly scalloped out, so that you do have the thickness of the shank where you need that strength, but it's just scooped out slightly to add to a nicer point for getting at those hard to reach high up pins. So this is rounded. What's interesting is on this one, the short hook profile is squared off. Can be quite useful for people because you have a sort of a better contact with some pins with these flat tipped picks. I tend to use more round tipped picks myself, but again, it's entirely a preference, and that to me looks like a really good short hook profile. Then we have, and I've written this down so I remember, a quint and quad. So there's a quad, there's a quint, cycloid wave picks. So yeah, these are really cool, and I've actually used these before in other sets, and yeah, they work exactly how you'd expect them to work. A really nice sort of rocking and scrubbing tool. Let's then have a look at the bottom of the keyway and top of the keyway tools. So these are the top of the keyway tensioners. And what do we mean by that? Well, of course, I just need to reach in to my drawer and bring out a lock. So these are designed to just go top of the keyway. So let's choose one an appropriate thickness for the lock. There we go, top of the keyway. And these fit in nicely at the top and provide a nice tensioning point. What you'll notice that these are not all the same thickness. If you look here, can you see that there are different thicknesses here? So we have and it tells you right on the side, look at this, 1 millimeter, 1.3 and 0.8, or 0.8, 1 and 1.3 if I put them in order. And what's really nice there is they've actually got designed by Christina Palmer written down the side there, which I really think is a nice thing to do. On my Multipick picks, it's really nice to have designed by Noob on them. I really appreciate that, so I'm sure Christina appreciates this as well. And again, in reverse order there, 1.3, 1 and 0.8. And these are bottom of the keyway tensioners. And these remind me of the Christian Holler Multipick tensioners, apart from these are a bit longer. And I was really hoping Multipick would bring something like this out, because these extra sort of thick tools are really good at getting really tight. You've got to get the right one for the thing. Really tight fits at the bottom of the keyways, and I'm all over that. I genuinely, probably spoiling the end of the review, but these thicker tensioners, especially these extra thick ones, to go into a really thick bottom of the keyway openings, are really a revelation, and I love them. I love them. Okay, so where do we go to next? Let me use some of these tensioners and some of these picks, and we'll do some picking on some relatively low security locks, just to get a feel for how the picks are, rather than judging my skill on the actual locks. And yeah, we'll conclude at the end. First up, Simple Master Lock 3, and I'm going to use this 1mm tensioner, and it just fits in so comfortably there. Got this quint cycloid rake, and just going to give it a little rake, and we are instantly open. Might do a little hybrid picking here with this 6-pin Euro cylinder with security pins. Got my 1mm tension tool, my quad peak cycloid rake here, and I'm just going to see if we can get it into a bit of a full set, which we are. Then swap over to a medium hook like this, and I think it's pin 1 on this lock, which needs to be set just a little bit higher. Come on, there we go, picked it, perfect. Thought I'd try out one of these nice thick 1.3mm top of the keyways in this American Lock 1100, and it just fits so nicely. Got the deep hook here, just seeing where I need to pick. Oh, and yeah, we're open. I have to try out this short hook since it's probably the most used profile with this Massot M1 Magnum or XL. Pop that 1mm bottom keyway tool in, nice firm tension, and let's go picking. So that was 4, 3, 2, back to 4, I think. Oh, no, just tap 1 and we open. So, conclusions time. What do I think to this Multipick Elite Beginner Pick Set, the 13-piece Christina Palmer set? Well, I've had an opportunity to play around with this for a while, and do you know what? It is just a really solid beginner pick set. I'm really pleased with what Multipick and Christina have come up with here. I mean, yes, we all have our preferences, no doubt. For example, would I choose to have this spoon reach rake in a kit over maybe another hook, like standard style hook? And the answer is no. I would prefer a hook, but I'm only one opinion. Does that make it a bad tool because I don't prefer it? No, not in any way. In fact, the quality of Multipix tools in general is really, really superb. So this is completely out of the box. I haven't put any sandpaper over it, nothing like that, and you can see how lovely the finish is straight out of the pack on these. Plus the attention to detail with all Multipick stuff is second to none. So you know, you've got this lovely lockpick etching there. We have obviously Multipick's logo here and their sort of crown there, and you can see down here that each pick has its own part number, the year it was made, its thickness, and all these picks are 0.6 millimeters, which is around 23 thousandths of an inch. And yeah, I mean, they really are a premium pick made out of Multipicks. I think it's a hardened spring steel, which a lot of people really love. Now, so the good things, as I said, that all these profiles make a lot of sense to me. Is there anything wrong with the kit? Absolutely not. And like I said, I have my preference regarding that spoon. The standout thing for me, though, is these tensioners. Genuinely, I know it sounds weird, but these picks are just great. Anybody who's used these profiles, you'll probably know that already. But these tension tools are just, they really make this come to life. I think it's just because you get, I love these 3 different thicknesses of bottom of the keyway tensioners. I love bottom of the keyway tensioning, so maybe that appeals to me more than it would do to you. And same with these top of the keyway tensioners here as well. You know, they're just really nice, and again, finished as you'd expect, nice and rounded on the edges all the way. So for me, I think the big thing about this kit is, oddly enough, the tension tools that come with it, as well as the picks naturally. So what does a set like this cost you? Looking at the website at the moment, Multipick have this listed at €69.90, or £63.91, or $81.36. Naturally, those prices will change and fluctuate over time, as these things do. But yeah, go check out the website. I'll probably leave a link in the description. But overall, yeah, I think this is for a premium set. Really solid for a beginner lockpick set. Really nice profiles, works as you'd expect, and as I said before, I just love these tensioners. So next time I do a review on Multipick kits, it'll be the medium Multipick Christina Palmer set, which definitely is worth watching when I come to make it. Alright, so if you like this video, leave a like. Haven't subscribed, please subscribe, it really helps me out, and of course I will see you all next time.